so good.
Your performance was perfect tonight. Thank you. Your hair is beautiful. Your tail is beautiful.
My dad too.
Jesus.
Oh,
Whoa. Whoa.
What?
Yeah.
No harm me. What? No. What? None.
Get out of my room!
Yo, yeah, get
Bloody
out.
bitch!
Oh, no,
Oh,
dude.
job super shit. I went to the fuck hurry. See?
What the hell? Oh, God.
Stop that shish! Shush, shish, shush, shish, shush. You're weak, I'm strong, and I win because I dominate and I'm strong. That's why I win and you don't, and I'm drunk. And I love you, man. None. You're in trouble now. Oh, I'm gonna beat you so hard.
World Cup.
What magic is this?
Oh, fuck. Oh. What's up, Gregory?
What's that?
Oh, what's your name, you pretty
Jesus.
little boy, oh?
I'm
Gregory.
Gregory!
Yo, Chica.
Oh, oh, oh!
Sandra.
Hello, niceness! Can I have one? No! I'm ugly!
Damn.
Oh, what is this? Don't touch it! Naughty boy. Ha
Dude.
How's that feel, you blockhead? Oh, I need a drink. I hope I don't scare you with my
What's that?
face-to-face man fighting. Don't fret, boyo. I'll be gentle. Oh!
Bro, Skibbity. Skibbity toilet.
Pathetic.
Jesus Christ. I was freaking cursed. None. Glamoric Freddy. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Oh. I was like a bit cursed, but funny at the same time. There's more funny from him. Oh no. Of course. We'll be continuing on our okay. There it is. Acknowledge code. Just gonna be fixing and stuff. Just hoping for this. Move. I think that. Okay. Here we are at the 1 year anniversary. 1.9 is here. God damn it, my freaking internet. Two days it will be Desert Round's birthday. Right now is Mesmus Jr. Happy birthday. Let me go to my fucking mail for a sec. Right, wilderness is different. Ah! Miss Samwise! Claim her! Let's do this! Please, for the love of Jesus, load! Give her to me. No. No, come on, load, please. For God's sake, load. You can't do this to me. Oh yeah, are you fucking kidding me? God. But I guess. And report in yours as well, while both of you have made noteworthy contributions to the... Oh yeah, Matilda. Okay. Can we read this? Noteworthy contributions to the foundation. What I'm going to accomplish as multi-assistant will eclipse your efforts in there it is. In every regard. You will soon have the honor of witnessing my tremendous achievements, and you will willingly and personally hand over the Investigator of the Year award to me. Sincerely, the excellent Matilda Bonish. P.S. The reason I've progressed so much is because I am a genius, not because I started lower than her. Okay, dude. Let me just go to fucking... What is this? Ooh, these ones. Good. Okay, nothing pressing. Yep, some more. That is a daily unit.
Wrestling is not my strength, but only an activity to balance.
What's this here? This is... yeah, Lucy. And for the mail, Jesus. Claim. Jesus. We got more jobs. Summonables. Do mind that I am personally pulling for Kakanya. Let's see if these, because these are different from our usual bunnies. Thoughts in cylinder, swinging freely amongst the lake. Hope I'm not. I'm very. Hold on. Because if I press this, it'll lose these, and I don't want that. This is the 100th anniversary too. And we got 40 days on her. That's already past a month, which ultimately gives me time on collecting and grinding. Everything's so get better at it. And just like here,
I value the present day.
Who's my where?
No suspicious colleagues are around poking their noses into others' affairs. Nor must I conceal my research direction.
And nothing. Where are they? These ones. Exclusively something for okay. The little spire. Yep. These are like a bunch of tentacles. Or one tentacle. If I get lucky on this one, in just one tentacle, I'll be f***ing surprised. What? Come on. Don't load out on me, don't load out on me. Don't freaking load out on me. Come on, I am dying. No. Load out on me. Fuck. But then this took its time. I heard. What the hell? That shit took their time. No, you gotta be. Dang. Alright. I guess I'll accept it. The fact I didn't. Jesus Christ, what's this? What is this tentpole? What in actual fuck? What is this? Yeah. Just skip them all. I cannot believe that much for fucking 4 stars. I'll be right back. Sure. I mean, my internet issues are something. It's something. And I can't believe. I guess I see that as expected. Well. I never intended to pull there anyways. Damn. Alright. Oh. Whoa. Hey yo. Bro's coming. Is this an event? No, it's not. This is a standard. Bro changed the usual Drubus Lilia Regulus type. We have Melania, 6, Miss Semwise, and Spathalia. And I guess the current, well, being shown here is Semwise and Spathalia. Is this standard banner playing limited characters now in this one?
I value the present day. No suspicious colleagues are.
Let's go to the wilderness. And I just love. Okay.
I see.
Yes. Oh, wait. I see the. I put the. These are the birthday islands. Here, and it's locked. Or series of dust. Core.
I have to say,
Let's
Star
go
Spires
to
are
the
all at the mercy of the weather.
update.
It is the complex hidden rules of human society that made me who I am and destroyed who I really was. But no matter what I have become, the night and the starry sky are always there for me, just like they're there for everyone else.
For the stages you've alright. There's no need to clear them in the breezy mode. Simply claim your rewards here, yeah. Free shit. You've already seen this before, but let's watch this again.
I hate it when the lights turn to color halos. I hang in when the dark is pulling and I can't rise. All the things I haven't said, they take my life when the night is far away.
here to check on the progress. There is none. I'm afraid you'll leave disappointed, Madam Lucy.
Send this to everyone.
This is La Unua.
We must share this with everyone. La Unua Diaglo.
Stop the transmission! The ritual is wrong!
Yeah, averting the island. Madame Lucy in Laplace. Something wrong with the ritual, and then Picania in the storm of Vienna. In the storm in Vienna. Oh my god. Easier. Flying to the past. She wades through rivers, boarding one small boat after another, traversing the long journey of time, not looking back until she merges with the sea, while the birds take flight above the water. And then beneath the ashes. Okay, yeah. We're continuing to the goddamn story, people. Yes. The secret of a diagonal. Ooh, well, we're in the island, okay? 37 and whatever this is. Autumn. If it'll let me.
Mama, I have a question.
It's her mom. The other one.
Why don't people like the irrational numbers?
The woman turns around, gazing her daughter with warm affection.
Do you feel the same about them, 37?
She is so much alike to her daughter, what the hell?
Maybe a little?
37 looks down and kicks away a pebble.
You see, Mama, I can count to 3 and to 17, but I can never count to something like 0.010010001000001, let alone use it in calculations. The endless, non-repeating decimals would make a mess of the results, and I can't keep the equations as simple and elegant as I want.
Your favorite, the circle. The ratio of its circumference to diameter is also an irrational number, is it not?
Pi is special. I know how it was found and what it represents, so I trust it and use it in my calculations. The same with E, logarithm 2,
and root
Jesus.
2. But not many irrational numbers are this convenient to work with. Some have no patterns, no simplest forms, and no end. I can't work out their digits, write them out, or calculate them. Not only are they impossible to pinpoint on a number axis, but there's an infinite amount of these irrational numbers. What's so funny, Mama?
You're a clever, silly goose, my dear. You don't dislike them, you just don't understand them enough.
Leaning down, she picks up a soggy twig. Her hand moves, sliding the tip of the twig across the sand. 4 equal and perpendicular lines are drawn, with 2 more diagonal lines intersecting in the middle. It is the shape of the familiar square.
Take our old friend root 2, for instance. The irrationality of this number can be proven through basic arithmetic, as it cannot be expressed as an irreducible fraction of integers a over b. A simple proof by contradiction is enough, with no knowledge of irrational numbers required. The presence of root 2 is prevalent in nature, and it is particularly noticeable along the diagonals of a square. This means...
Oh, I know. This means the system built solely on the ratio of integers was flawed.
Yes, root 2 is simple, elegant, and one of the greatest discoveries in mathematics. It showed the existence of infinite incommensurable numbers, with root 2 being the most obvious one to find. This was how the Tower of Old Ideas crumbled, paving the way for revolutionary breakthroughs that catapulted mathematical analysis into uncharted frontiers. We discovered a kingdom beyond our traditional methods, one that's immeasurable, incommensurable, and inexhaustible. And the key to its gates is hidden in plain sight, in the diagonal of a square.
A kingdom of irrationality.
The girl listens intently. As always, he understands quickly.
I see now, Mama. We are not all-knowing beings. There will always be numbers beyond our awareness, such as the nature of irrational numbers. So, if we get to know the irrational numbers better, we can be friends with them too. But you haven't told me why people on the island hate them.
Oh. The image of her mother's face fractures. But her smile is clear, gentle, quiet, and almost pitying.
Mama?
Shoot. Oh. Wait. Let me can leave this to Shit. Svea,
37. You're awake.
yo! 37, what's up? Where are you? The girl sits upright in bed, her eyes start staring into the air in dismay.
Sophia? How long was I out? You've been in a coma for a week.
A week? Her words are cut off as 37 jumps off the bed, rushing her way out.
No, stop! You're not well yet! There's no time! I have to find 6! I have to tell them now! Our circle has been broken.
we've been in coma for was that 3 weeks? At that point, I guess no. They'll guess at that point while you're in a coma, but if they're not, it doesn't get to go.
Now we've learned some manners in a payron, haven't we? Namely, to abstain from beans, never parcel off a loaf, and stay away from the white roosters on the road. It's been so long since we last talked about these things. How time does fly. This rusty brain of mine is struggling to keep up. We should have waited until dawn to light the candles. The sun would have mistaken the day for night and delayed its appearance in the morning. That way we would have had more time to talk.
I don't think that's possible.
Indeed. You possess a far greater understanding of the laws of nature than your ancestors. It's only natural that you wouldn't relate candlelight to sunrise. But for the people of earlier times, there was a commonly understood connection between the two. Did the trees not bear fruit after the Horn of Plenty was filled at the harvest festival? Did the field not wave with grain? Does the lighting of a match not illuminate the moon? It's human nature to try to understand the world. Of course, at that time, mistakes were made, and some phenomena were attributed to the wrong causes. Some theories were developed from false facts. It was a time of symbols, you see.
Such as...
The flower represented blessings and harvest. The Ouroboros, the eternal cycle. The hawk, wit and astuteness. And the soil, safety and protection. Aside from nature, the circle symbolized protection, the triangle, stability, and the triple helix,
there's something says
change,
our circle
and
is
unity
broken
of
for
mind,
protection.
body, and soul.
It's broken. Oh, the triangle and stability, the triple helix ascendance, change, and the unity of mind.
As time went on, things became associated with one another, and more symbols were created.
It's not a very meteorological approach.
You can see the cause and effect with your own eyes, dear. It's clear when something is related and when it isn't. If the outcome isn't what we expect, these symbols must be incorrect. But it's not their physical form that's wrong. Physical objects never lie. It's the meaning and concept given to them that are wrong, you see. Objects are just objects. A match is just a match, not the illuminator of the moon. An animal is just an animal. The circle and triangle are only shapes. And you are just you.
The blue and the gray. Roughly. Show it to me. Is it 6 100 something? Arcana. From opposite ends of the parable, the very eyes meet in a silent standoff. This is all Arcana's fault. Just do something. What?
Nothing's happening.
But why? The whole truth is crowded as ever. Ideas, noises, and arguments are all crammed in one space.
Miss Burton, your attention, please.
I like this design, what the hell?
This is a public inquiry, and your answer determines the fate of you and your friends. There will be a vote on your punishment, considering the leak of the island's coordinates and the damages caused by you and Manus Vindictae. Yet, in the past 2 hours, you've looked at your watch 10 times. Forgive me for being blunt. What could possibly bother you more than your sentence?
My apologies.
A mocking click of the tongue can be heard from the crowd.
Let her look, 888. Doesn't it occur to you that time is also in the form of numbers?
Nice seeing this. I want to know the correlation of 210 and, I don't know, Dionysus looking to 210 and Dionysus. If this is... Because right now, grapes... Because I didn't realize this from the first time we saw him, that this is like a Dionysus look, the god of wine. So I want to know if there's a connection between that god and 210. If not, what is it?
Perhaps she's waiting for her lucky number to come.
His words cause a ripple of chuckles throughout the hall. Clearing after hours of debates and discussion, this light-hearted moment brings a much needed sense of relief.
Besides, what conclusions have the good people here made? We were brought together in this great hall today, for misfortunes have struck us in the past week. Manus followers were found dead in our sacred place, the Gorgon current was cut off, and a human army has invaded our land. There are also the territorial disputes, the threats from external powers, and the conflicts between our guests. As you can see, our guests have brought us quite the unexpected gifts. They will give us their explanations. But whose words should we trust? Those of the Foundation or Manus Vindictae?
He bows slightly, gesturing to the left of the stage.
I swear on the stone of truth that I have no knowledge of the League. We never gave any information to the humans. As we speak, the St. Pavel Foundation is taking measures to mediate the territorial disputes from outside the island.
But you did report everything here to the Foundation. And you don't know what they did with the information, do you?
Right.
A questionable defense. A doubtful explanation. Why should we trust her? We all know that the Foundation is closely associated with the humans. They are the false friends of the Arcanists, with their crocodile tears and broken vows. While many may have changed over time, their nefarious human taint lingers. Besides, why should we seek collaboration and assistance from an organization that's 7 years behind us on the study of the emanation?
His words evoke a murmur of agreement.
But rush not, brothers and sisters. The moment of decision has not yet arrived. Let's give our old friend Manus Vindictae a fair and equal hearing before casting our pebbles into the pot.
He stretches out his right hand, directing the audience's attention across the stage. On the right, there sits a quiet figure in black and blue.
Indeed. The Foundation's understanding of the emanation is 7 years behind ours. However, our Manus friends here are unable to speak at all, let alone understand complex mathematical principles. Please enlighten us, Miss Arcana. Why were swaths of your followers found dead at the door of our sacred place? Did our math lessons drive them to madness, causing them to bash their heads against the gates of truth like martyrs?
So it would seem. What?
Brooke is blunt as ever. Her quick and straight answers causes a commotion in the crowd. Yet she only gently closes the book on her lap, uncaring of the suspicious stare around her.
One must confess that our followers were ill-prepared to take on the wisdom of the island. But we did come seek mutual development with sincerity. I trust you are aware of the assistance we have provided over the years in this world of matters, which you, though reluctantly, relied upon. As to this debate, I was once told a story that now seems fitting to recount.
Her gaze falls on the bench. The white-haired judge has not spoken a word since the debate began.
Pray, share with us.
Thank you kindly.
77.
'Tis the story of the circle. A young artist told it to me before I arrived on this island. In the ancient past, amid a world of primitive instincts and ignorance, the first intelligent mind awakened. Overwhelmed by the enormity of nature and dismayed by its own insignificance, the creature was shaken to its core. In an act of defiance, it drew a magic circle, shielding its powerless self from the formidable world beyond. This was the first magic, when the primitive man mastered the pneuma within and wielded it against the relentless forces of nature. In that process, man hath gained a deeper understanding of the boundaries and limitations of its power. This is the tale of the first circle. The circle shielded us, and its protection benefits thee to this day. What I find intriguing in this story, man hath established its existence, recognized its boundaries, and learned the purpose of life, all by relying upon this very circle.
37. The whole gate burst open. The intruder, with a small figure, leans weakly against the doorframe.
37.
All eyes are fixed on the young girl. Some have even risen to their feet in surprise. The leader on the bench breaks the silence.
What's wrong, 37?
The island.
Her pale lips tremble, struggling to get the words out.
Our island has fallen ill.
Even the slightest sound is gone. An eerie silence descends upon the hall. Thud. Another dull, muffled thump, as if something struck a hard surface. But it's enough to get the rest of the crowd to their feet. They look up at the roof. The thud came from up there. Thud, thud. More thumps follow. It's as if the hall has turned into a drum. was an out-of-control drummer playing frantically on the dome.
Ah! What is going on? Is that a hailstorm?
No. I don't think so.
Standing outside the gate, the numberless corrector looks up at the sky, being barred from entering the hole. She can see better from where she stands.
Those are Abraxases falling from the sky.
Oh. Another look at the watch. It's becomes another look at the watch. It's become something of a habit over the last few hours. This is it. The long anticipated moment has finally arrived.
It's the storm.
Fruit. Okay, no wonder. The circle is broken. The island is ill. They are not protected now. They will be erased by the storm.
The storm of this era is here.
Oh, we have to leave if they still want to. Okay, so the same area, the breeze. Switch to the breeze. Okay. Fast reward. Oh, beautiful. Oh, no, not this. Here. Okay. Reflection. Ooh, okay. The anecdotes. The resources, I'll do that later. Insights, episode and the 3 goals. Hold on. I'll search the name. The Vereinsamt. Okay. So I've searched the meaning. It's a German. It's German for isolated and lonely. At this point, I'm a bit scared of the fact that it means lonely and isolated, or having major thoughts right now. I don't know how to say words. Okay, let's go here for now. Bring the gavel down. January 12th, if I remember, is 2007.
Miss Burton, did you just say the emanation has happened?
Yes.
Just now? More precisely.
Its 24-hour countdown has begun. There's always a buffer period before the storm, during which the storm syndrome gradually spreads from the critical point across the globe. The symptoms are different every time. We have yet to discern a pattern. With the help of Laplace Scientific Computing Center, the best we can do now is to send a 24-hour warning prior to the storm.
Yeah,
Another minute has passed.
The hall is once again filled with the whispers of the white robes. On this island dedicated solely to the study of the emanation, the situation has far surpassed their imaginations.
Please remain seated, everyone. We are still in the middle of a vote.
You're all gonna die.
The emanation holds no influence on this island. The discussion must continue until
No, it's
satisfactory
broken.
conclusion
You
is reached.
can't.
No other subjects shall be brought up until then.
Dude. 37 already warned you the island is ill. You are done for. The Banshee, acting as custodian of the assembly, raises her voice, drowning out the arguments. Despite the unforeseen turn of events, she remains committed to her duty. The debate must go on.
Come here, 37. Can someone please bring her a blanket?
Her voice softens. She looks at the frail, slender girl in front of her.
42. Go with Sophia and check on those Abraxases.
The man bows and leaves. Order is restored under the dome once more.
Ah, good news. Good news indeed.
What do you mean?
We are freed from the pain of choosing whom to blame, are we not?
What?
The rhetorician raises a hand with a triumphant smile. As usual, he's offering a new perspective, or what some might call another attempt at stirring up the crowd.
The emanation is coming. The
Yes.
tides of Numa will pour from above and wash away all trivialities. By then, human intruders and the international powers of this era, along with the turmoil they brought, will all be dissolved and poured into the ditches like gunk.
That is true that you are all arcanists. I feel like there's some that are still human.
And we will regain our shores and return to the study of essence and forms.
These words are met with silence. The crowd is lost in thought, having long detached themselves from the phenomenal world. Two tense words are striking a chord.
No, it's different this time.
The petite figure stands on her feet. Now I wonder now, are all them arcanists? Or are some, or probably most, are human? She is pale as snow from her coma, and did not bother to put on the blanket given to her.
The island has fallen ill. It's getting bloated, stagnant, and sluggish, drifting into the world of matters where ignorance reigns. Soon, the tides of Numa will wash over us, sweeping away the fragments of the phenomenal world.
What did you say? In other words, we will all be taken by the emanation? This.
Ooh.
This is unthinkable.
This is terrible news, one that nobody wants to hear right now. The impact is like a bomb going off. The crowd is buzzing with fearful whispers. The lady next to 37 stands up, still holding the unused blanket.
37, you just woke up from a coma. You're not well. Why don't you take another rest?
No time for that. I'm here to warn you. Apeiron is gone. I can no longer sense it. This has never happened before.
Why are you so surprised, 37?
Whoa. The question is asked softly, but it cuts like ice.
You should know the reason of its alienation. You brought outsiders to the sacred place. You betrayed the scripture's teachings.
Dude,
and
it's not
angered
her
Apeiron.
fault.
Of course, I may have jumped to this accusation, as Manus Vindictae also intruded our sacred place without permission. People, as of now, there's no proof that the emanation will influence the island. 37's account is lacking. And we are still plagued by suspicions, accusations, and the
You're all
damages
dead.
done to our home.
You're all dead if you listen to 888.
We are to proceed with the hearing and reach a final verdict on both the Foundation and Manus Vindictae.
You're all dead. The attempt to refocus the assembly fails, as half the audience turn their attention to the gates. Sophia has returned, standing hesitantly in front of the entrance.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I shouldn't have intruded the Hall of Truth, but...
The thought irritated by the constant interruptions, the custodian immediately notices a particular expression.
Sophia, weren't you and 42 checking on the Abraxases? What is the matter?
The corrector gestures in the air, her voice shaking.
The Abraxases don't look right. Their beaks, no, their entire heads are melting into oil paints.
Ooh. Oil paint. Heads melting into oil paint. Huh?
And 42, we were on the beach, suddenly he...
Her voice, her words trailed off. Beyond the open gate, the screeching of the bird monsters completes her sentence. The other believers appear behind her, shoving Sophia aside as he flails and stumbles into the hall. His face is melting, colorful oil paint forming a puddle on the floor.
Now I see! It finally all makes sense! There never was the truth, nor the transcendental! Everything is a lie! Nothing but shadows on walls, flickers of fire and fragments of reality! No one will survive the oblivion! The island will be destroyed amid its conflict!
Is that the storm syndrome?
42, your face!
Completely disregarding this dust around him, he bursts into maniacal laughter, casting an arcane glow in his palm. He jumps onto the seat and knocks over a row of torches.
No one!
888, stop conversing with him. We must subdue him. Now.
I'm ready for the enemies and what they look like. The fact their faces melted into oil paint. Let's see that art. No assistance. No fan. Star and plant.
No wingman is needed. Let's go where trees and grass grow.
It's an honor to meet you.
Okay, they kind of they came to they just added like, you know, paint for like these effects on the old design.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts? A little trick. Advice from the forest. Haven't you eaten?
Good plan.
Fine.
I can hear it.
Advice from the forest. Uh-oh. Haven't you eaten? ВДВ. Сколько побед?
It is here.
Swallow my exhaust.
Oh. Yeah, I have taken the breeze right.
This trial is mine.
Mine.
What a tragedy. What a tragedy.
An eye for an eye.
Soffocare sangue! Soffocare sangue!
The law is above all else.
I can hear it. Just right.
Non officine para capite, obis
Oh.
A tooth for a tooth. Be that pain no regret.
He has the storm syndrome. Please, listen everyone. 37 is right. Something's changed on this island. Your immunity to the emanation has been weakened.
42 lies motionless on the floor, his face still a mess of colorful paint. Fear and uncertainty quickly arise around him.
How? That's never happened in the last 8 times!
A feeble induction, my friend. Just because you've never seen a purple cow doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Must we talk of logic now? 42 has literally been emanated!
First the army, then the emanation. Everything's been falling apart since the outsiders arrived on this island. The
It's
Foundation
not their fault.
and Manus Vindicte. One of them must answer for this.
Okay, the third instinct just like caught into a storm and just ended up there. The Manus was planned.
Then you should also ask 37 and number 0 what they've done in the sacred
Number
place that anger Aaron so much.
No, 37 didn't cause this. I told you, it was Manus Vindicte.
Yeah.
They broke the peace agreement and launched suicide attacks. They forced their way into the cave.
You and them are equally responsible on this matter. They at least paid with their lives. What about you? You claim that 42's abnormality was caused by the emanation. But how are we to believe that it isn't, in fact, the work of your arcane skills? As we went through your belongings, Miss Verton, we found a golden sampling device. Enlighten us. What exactly is the Foundation looking for here?
That's...
From the other side of the hole comes a soft chuckle.
Good, Vertin, good. Let the confrontations be louder and the struggles be harder. I wonder what shall come of this.
Silence.
The gavel slams down with a heavy, undeniable thud. The host of the assembly rises to his feet, his face unusually grave.
The debate will end now. Since we were unable to come to an agreement, further discussion is pointless. There are more pressing matters to attend to. This will be the end of the assembly, and my decision will be the final ruling. I demand that both parties leave this island at once.
The decision is clear and final, as the number of Reconciliation 6 has been mindful of its use of unilateral authority. Yet, there are no objections this time. The hall falls in silence, a silence that demands a decision. What to do? Oh, shoot. Accept Six's verdict or wait for Akana's move. I don't want to cause trouble. Oh, but what's the perfect one? I want to distract the island's people. And it's ruling. I feel like this is the right move. The outcome is still acceptable. Things will just go back to square one. Besides, the concepts exchanged on the storm and the samples of asymmetrical nuclide are already significant advances for subsequent research. More importantly, if the School of Imperial cannot form an alliance with the Foundation, they must be stopped from joining forces with the enemy instead. This is a chance to take the initiative and avoid being caught in a reactive position. All that's needed is to stand up and nod.
I respectfully accept your verdict.
Agreeing was the easy part. Now comes the real issue. What will she choose to do?
My choice matches that of Verton's.
She casually agrees, just as she did when she answered the bleach on the stone angles.
But may I ask for one small doubt to be dispelled? Miss Verton and I will depart ere long. Do you truly not desire aid from us?
You're kind to ask, miss. It is true that our circle has been disturbed, but we see it as a mere turbulence of the phenomenal world. He who holds the compass decides the circle. This will not shift the center of our focus, nor change the shape of our beliefs.
Six bends down, laying his hand on 42's head.
Within Hagan.
Hey, yo.
He purged the storm syndrome with an arcane skill. I never thought it would be possible.
The leader straightens up, looking as composed as ever.
The light of intelligence has cleansed 42 of confusion. It is also what the island needs. The incident will be properly handled, and my ruling stays unchanged. I expect your words to be matched by actions, Miss Arcana.
His tone is cold, leaving no room for negotiation.
Certainly. It was a fair and just decision. If only one could depart amidst such unfavorable weather. I presume Miss Vertin will also appreciate more time to prepare for the journey. What sayest thou?
It is a reasonable request, and her expression is nothing but decent and sincere.
The hourglass empties in 2 hours. Please leave before that.
Thank you for your thoughtful consideration.
The decision is met with no further objections from the people. Six puts away the hourglass and looks at the silent audience.
Lastly, I would like to share a story. To conclude today's meeting and respond to Miss Arcana's tale.
I am most honored.
The leader raises his hands and faces the people.
I too have heard the story of the first circle, but in my version, more followed. The first of man were intimidated by the enormity of nature and constantly tried to defy and escape it. Our ancestors, however, had the opposite reaction. They found solace in nature, which welcomed them with a nourishing embrace, sharing its vastness and sublimity without reservation. It was the perfect harmony, the moment the circle ceased to represent confrontation and avoidance. As we bathed in Apollo's illumination and wandered the tranquil shores, our souls resonated, and we were lifted to a higher wisdom. This was how we conquered our fears, emerged from ignorance, and allowed ourselves to indulge on the essence and forms. This was the rise of the classic man. May you all be blessed with the courage for reconciliation, the determination for peace, and the devotion to nature. Qualities no less noble than caution and defiance. You may all leave now.
Please, just a moment.
Her voice rings across the hall, stopping Six in his tracks. Her robe flutters as she stands up on the high podium.
I will fix our circle. 888 was right. I have enraged a Peron. I am responsible. I will go back to the sacred place, pass its test, and ask it to share the divine light of Gnosis so we can learn the truth about the essence. I will make up for what I've done. I promise.
Six turns around, his eyes meeting the gaze of the determined star.
It has been 300 years since the last challenger had their success in the cave. 37, are you aware that we have other means to cleanse the island, even if you don't bring the matter to a Peron?
Yes, I'm aware.
Then are you aware of the price you will pay should you fail its test?
Yes, I am.
Then you shall have my blessing.
He leaves, ignoring the murmurs of shock. The javel is thus brought down. The long debate has finally come to an end. Regulus, Lilia, Apple, Sedetto. I'm guessing it's blood's in Milo now. The beginning of a proof. A wise man once said, a good star is half the battle. However, he forgot to mention what completes the rest of the battle.
The headquarters has issued a notice. The critical point of the storm is in Vienna.
No, why not? Why Vienna? Why? Of course, it has to be there. Kakadio, where are you? Hope you're safe. Where are you in Vienna? The chief assistant puts down Miss Radio and turns around with a somber expression.
This type of storm syndrome involves a bodily transformation into oil paintings, primarily affecting the face, but sometimes spreading to the torso. It is often accompanied by delirium and an intense obsession with war.
Because the last version, the cause of the storm was like killing off important figures of history to like quickly progress World War One. Sorry, hold on. 18. Either World War One or World War Two. Can't remember.
Like the storm of 1929, it was accelerated by social upheavals resulting from the constant tensions management dictate created between nations. This era.
The color of the sky has changed. The storm syndrome has finally reached this island. No one on the teams caught it yet, but that could soon change.
This is absurd.
With a bag filled with alchemy materials over her shoulder, the young pirate remains spirited despite a week in underground captivity.
We went through all that trouble, sweated our guts out, and finally got to a place where the storm can be kept out. But now you're telling me that immunity is going to disappear like a fart in the wind. I was planning to stay here for a while. There might be alchemic materials and pieces of books the Abraxas has left behind from their mills. Oh, now that is frustrating, mate.
Such is the nature of Arcanum.
The immunity hasn't disappeared. It's just waning. For now, only the beach has lost the effect. We're still safe around the Hall of Appearing.
But there's no guarantee that we'll be safe here forever, right? Reminds me of Xeno's survival test.
Sinetta and I talked about this. We think the island is protected by a large-scale arcane ritual. The sudden decay of the island's storm immunity might be the result of its changes, though I'm unsure of the specifics.
The Those people are doing something about it, right? That leader with the rockstar hair, shouldn't he be taking action by now?
Leader with the rocks are. This is a freaking talking to Six.
Six has gathered all integers after the assembly. They're going to perform a mass cleansing ceremony. "37 also mentioned a test. I think they have more than one way to deal with the changes.
To the best of this apple's knowledge, secluded pureblood arcanist groups often have rituals that they keep to themselves. These islanders impart truths based on intellect and rationality, yet their doctrines are highly religious. Perhaps their arcane skills are passed down in a religious manner.
Oh, very mysterious, very arcane. I hope they're not all huddled together doing a math at a time like this. And I'm more worried about us, Capitan.
Lydia changes her tone, unusually serious.
Arcana asked for more time for both sides to withdraw, didn't she?
Yes. Six gave us 2 hours to leave. That is to say... we must set out when the storm countdown reaches 2000.
And before that, the stone bangle on your wrist still works, right?
Yes. I can feel it. It would scold me whenever I thought about going to war with them.
Huh, I see. So we only have 2 hours for the plan.
Plan? What plan? Aren't we sneaking away from all this?
Sorry, Regulus. Your accommodation was a long way from ours, so we haven't given you the latest updates. To put it simply,
where are you going?
37. The sudden appearance of the girl startled the crowd. 37 stands there with a curious look on her face.
37,
We're discussing how to leave this place, 37.
Precisely. I was just about to say, your chief wants us gone in a jiffy, but we don't even have a piece of wood to sail with. Vertin is sizing us up to see if we can fit in her suitcase. She's going to swim across the Aegean Sea using her tiny arms. Right, Vertin?
Regulus course and eagers really posted her elbow in.
Right.
Oh god, no.
sounds like a lot of fun. Then you must leave from the north side of the beach. Jump off the cliff there and head south. The cliff is on the tangent line of the Hall of the Perron, which is a good sign for your journey.
She nods confidently, fully convinced of her own conclusion.
I will show you where to jump. But you'll have to wait till Vertin and I return.
Ooh.
Me? Where are we going?
What kind of question is that? The only place worth going.
She extends her arm. She extends her hand with a light and happy tone.
You're the one and only Zero. We'll go see a Perron together.
Shoot? the plan backfired.
Aren't you going to look for 37?
You took such good care of her while she was in a coma.
In the darkness, the figure trembles ever so slightly. She tries to say,
I don't know. I don't know what I should do, Madam Otter. She's going back to the cave for the test, where I can't help her.
She looks down, trying her best to press her shaking hands together.
All I can do is pray for her, for I have no adequate knowledge or power to assist her. As ever.
Perhaps you needn't worry so much. 37 is the one favored by truth. She will be fine.
I know. It's just...
Sophia lets out a long, helpless sigh and buries her face deep in her palms.
She is also of mortal flesh. She could get hurt, bleed, or die.
She avoids looking at the beach as seeing it as a battlefield where she lacks the skills to engage.
You haven't been with us for long, Madam Marta. The Peyron and its test might be new to you. Here on this island, we spent years theorizing, proving, and constructing models based on our mortal comprehension, defining the boundaries of what man is capable of understanding. But when it comes to the essence and forms, we are unable to make any definitive statements. So we humbly approach the temple and inquire about the correctness of our beliefs. And our answer is delivered as a yes or no, reverberating in the form of echoes.
Is that the submission of proof Six mentioned before?
The corrector nods, knowing her friend has a natural talent for this.
Validating one's essence and soul with a number, and verifying the authenticity of one's claims are simple feats for us. But a Peyron's test is different. Those who succeed will obtain the transcendental truth. Those who fail will pay a terrible price. Everything has its limits and boundaries. Those who overstep their bounds will only court their own misfortune. We must respect and be wary of our limits, so our souls will be adequate for our bodies, and all things be refrained from excess. The boundless, limitless, and infinity are not of our realm to tread. They belong only to ancient beings that we cannot utter. We can only stand in awe, offering our admiration, humility, and reverence. Now 37 is going to knock on its door and ask to be indulged with the transcendental truth. But if she fails, if she can't bear the weight of the boundless infinity,
You cannot go on.
I wish I knew a better way. Who could even do it in her place? But only she can do it. It has to be her. 37.
I'm sure this is the perfect solution to finally put an end to all our problems. If I pass the test, a Peyron will grant me the answer to one question. It can be any question I don't have an answer to. Even about the essence and everything. At least that's what Mama told me.
37 nods with confidence.
I just have to choose the right question to ask. And we will be rid of all the troubles. Whether it be the emanation, the turmoil of the phenomenal world, or the dangers threatening the island. All will be gone. I have Six's blessing. He agrees with me. So, Vertin...
Not so fast. You can't just steal away our helmswoman like that. This thing, it's too good to be without any risks, don't you think? What if Vertin doesn't make it back, huh? Who's going to swim us across the sea then?
It could be risky, but not for Vertin, only for me. 0 multiplied by any number will still be 0. And we have validated that proof.
Well, that's not good enough for this pirate. Besides, Vertin doesn't seem like a 0 to me.
It's okay, Regulus. I think I'll be safe there. But 37, isn't this a sacred test with all people? I have never taken the oath. I'm not one of you.
That does not matter, Vertin.
She gently shakes her head in determination.
But you must know that once we enter the temple, we cannot turn back. The path to the truth is a one-way road. Our last visit was interrupted, remember? You didn't get to ask your question, and I didn't get my answer. And now, I don't need to ask my question anymore.
She bites her lip, holding her own arm starkly.
You and your friends were right, Vertin. The discord in the phenomenal world does have an effect on essence and forms. No one can argue against this when facing the emanation. But there's more I'd like to know, and I believe you feel the same. I will tell Six that you're coming with me. I will tell everyone and persuade them, because this is the right thing to do.
Go, Timekeeper. While you're out, Lilia and I will ready us for evacuation.
We will liaise with the Foundation from here.
Thank you both. I'm ready. Before we go, 37, I have a question.
A golden opportunity has arisen. This could be a chance to level the playing field against Manus Vindicta.
You just said that Apeiron will grant an answer to whoever passes the test. Will it answer my question? If I asked for a way to become immune to the storm?
What? Aren't you already immune? The blast! Where are the blast, people? My guess is Lucy. No. I think the time in this feels Lucy. 4 cross cheeks. No, 4 cross checks. The first step is to reduce it to a quadratic equation without a cubic term. The second step, it's math.
Damn you narcissistic, fat-headed, humanocentrist freaks!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill with the words there.
You are the crazy ones, and I will prove myself right.
Seriously, can someone please bring Matthew back to the rehab center? That mask has made him crazy.
The researcher's arm flailed wildly as he stumbles across the shiny silver floors, adding more to the chaos. Amidst the mayhem, a bottle of alcohol on the ground bursts into bright blue flame, and then two metal feet stomp across the fire without hesitation. Lucy!
Any progress?
Not much. We've called all the experts here, but so far it's been a waste of time. Not even a bodily reaction when reciting the text.
Cryptography lead.
It doesn't belong to any known language, nor follow any linguistic rules. Many are starting to doubt the accuracy of the incantation. After all, it was copied down by a novice investigator with her arcane skill, not her supervisor.
Okay. This is like after what happened from the trailer. The door is pushed open. The spacious room is now packed with people. They're all gathered around the radio on the table.
Miss Marcus, can you confirm that the incantation you dictated was correct?
Office.
We also learned that you witnessed a visual recording of Arcana performing her arcane skill, depicted through images recreated by a pure-blooded arcanist. Is that right?
Yes, to be precise, I saw it in the memories of Isolde, a former member of Manus Vindicte, using Miss Calcagne's arcane mirror.
Can you attest to the accuracy of this memory?
I can't say.
Do you deem the reflection of Miss Calcagne's arcane mirror to be accurate, factual, and without misinterpretation?
I'm not sure.
Can you confirm that your arcane skill, Read, was performed correctly and provided an unbiased, objective, and flawless interpretation?
I don't know about that either. But I saw it with my own eyes. I heard the chanting. I don't know what language that was, but that's how I heard it, and I've written it down phonetically.
Please calm down. We are only verifying the details. The Foundation has dispatched a special operations squad to you in Vienna. Please make sure the two other arcanists involved will return to the Foundation with you.
I understood.
The call ends. The liaison removes the headset. No, is a knife. The result is far from ideal. Her face is pale and lifeless as her mechanical colleague.
Is this it?
A sarcastic voice cuts through the air as a man pushes through the front.
An ancient miracle, a circle of salvation. E una seco. Atuna psycho? An inexplicable incantation transcribed by an arcanist based on what you saw in the memory of another arcanist recreated by yet another arcanist. That's as convoluted as a dream within a dream within a dream. To think they wanted an objective restoration. I mean,
If Gnosis is so reliable and can really cross-check not only once but 4 times, it should have long replaced science by now. With this level of uncertainty, we might have better luck asking typewriter monkeys to randomly give us the answer to the storm immunity.
Adler? Why are you here?
I requested his participation on the cryptography team.
Why is Lucy's file still loading? What the hell? Okay, there it is.
He is a human, but he excels in the field of cryptography.
But
the man takes a grim step forward.
And why can't I be here? Is it because Greta Hoffman's my sister?
Ooh, okay.
And is this what a respectable and honorable member of the Foundation gave her life to retrieve? Is this the ritual she died for? Oh, right. It wasn't even her who retrieved the ritual. It was a student.
You are not currently on the official roster. You can leave at any time.
Why is Lucy's body?
Why should I leave?
It's always missing.
Ich habe jedes Recht zu wissen, wofür meine Schwester gestorben ist.
I have every right to know what my sister died for.
Nun gut, Leute, an die Arbeit.
Well now,
Lasst
get
uns
to work,
dieses
people.
große Rätsel
Let's decipher
entschlüsseln und
this great
sehen,
mystery
was es
and
uns
see
bringen
what it will
wird.
bring us.
Erlösung oder
Salvation or
Zerstörung?
oblivion? He leaves sneering, waving the note with the phonetic spell in his hand. The fast is finally over. The room is at peace again. The cryptograph team turns to the robot, awaiting her instruction.
Return to your stations, please. Let us not dismiss its credibility until we have exhausted every possibility. Also,
She calmly turns her head.
add Adler Hoffman into the cryptography team roster.
The cryptograph lead hesitates for a moment, surprised. Nevertheless, he nods and quickly leaves the room. The phone on the wall, used for internal communication, begins to ring.
Storm Observation and Research Center. Noted. I will make sure Miss Lucy is aware of that.
The liaison puts down the phone and turns to the robot, a flicker of panic on her face.
What is the matter?
It's a call from the rehab center about the previous study on the Manus mask. Ma'am, I think you should go see this in person.
Very good, Matthew. Now tell us, what did you hear?
The already narrow corridor is filled with security guards. The room they're guarding is heavily secured, isolated behind the 3 layers of tempered glass. A patient sits in the room with a mask on his face.
Voices! Those voices! The inaudible murmurs, the frightening whispers, they worm into my ears. I've told you before, I wrote about this before, but you dismissed them as manic episodes. How else would I know that I was right? And now I know. I've never ever heard them so clearly. They are screaming inside my head. Their temptations, their promises. I just have to let go of my brain. Can you hear it? The benevolent mother is speaking.
His nails dig deep into his palms, as if fighting an overwhelming impulse.
Now, I can write the ultimate paper.
Who is this mother?
She is answered by a loud crash. The researcher throws himself against the glass, grasping in horror and scratching helplessly at the surface.
No! I can't say anymore! They see me! They've come for me! Kill me! Kill me now!
Oh God! It is too late to beg for mercy. His screams is abruptly silenced as his head explodes open behind the glass barrier. What? Amidst the splatter of blood and brain, a new being emerged from the remnants of his flesh. Oh my God! The maddest creatures are made out of people wearing the mask and like felt like it's overloaded and feels like you want to explode. The alarms blares loudly. There's a madness in that shit. Kill it! Kill the fire! A man's fellow wriggles up from the bloody floor, holding a triangle in hand. He lets out a loud cry, reminiscent of a newborn's first wail. Vincent ends the call, cutting off the horrid sounds on the other end of the phone.
Suspend all research on the madness mask at once. Its dangers far outweigh the potential benefits. Seal away all equipment and share only a controlled account of the incident with others. We cannot afford to have another researcher try on the mask again. Now, clean this up.
Yes, ma'am.
The airlock door hisses open. A squad of armed guards storm into the room under the cover of sleeping gas. On the other side of the glass, the robot turns away from the scene, categorizing yet another cell storm. Storm researches it as irrelevant and filling it away as waste in her memory.
Another dead end.
Three.
Hold your horses. I'm coming.
Alright, just one thing. I will be home by 10. Anyone offer your seat to the senior?
I can get it.
Handle it gently. Try to free.
It's happening.
Don't be so hard. Don't be so hard.
It is here.
Your anger is wicked.
Try for free. Try for free. My child, here's something fun for you.
Realm through the
Emergency notice to halt research on management dictate mass. To all members involved in the storm research, management dictate mass are now considered extremely dangerous and of no research value. All related research and experimentation must cease immediately. In addition, if any member becomes irrationally agitated, display an abnormal hatred towards humanity, and believes they hear a soft, seductive female voice that is not there, nearby personnel should immediately evacuate the area and contact the nearest security office. Dangers wearer, management's disciples, inner worker unclear. Matthew transform, Williams secure. Vienna Investigation Operations Report. For public record. News from the front lines. This scene Miss Greta Hoffman, a valiant fighter for human advancement, has tragically lost her life during a storm investigation mission. Investigator Marcus successfully relayed vital information is waiting for support on site. A special operation team has been dispatched post haste. Please resume work status after reading this report and observing a 3-second moment of silence. Hoffman deceased, Marcus waiting for support. Examine the storm is a daunting task that requires careful consideration. That's why it's wise to collect and document every potential clue for future reference. Ooh. I didn't get to read the other shit. Look. Or see who will be. But at least this is like Lucy's room, that's for sure. An unknown incantation. A mass that has proven to be extremely dangerous. These are the only leads they currently have on the storm. Her metallic fingers pick up another stack of files. These are the test results of the Manus mask, confirming the presence of asymmetrical nuclide R. The robot studies them carefully. The slit on her face pulsed in contemplation.
What is the status of the sampling, Simone? Any updates from the timekeeper?
For the moment, no. The people on the island are still suspicious of the Foundation's motives, so she hasn't had a second chance to collect any samples. But she has called in an hour ago. We were informed that she will return to the cave shortly. She also warned us that the immunity zone on the island appears to be shrinking. The safe zone is not stable.
The robot did not put on the face today. Simone can only rely on her mood. Can only read her mood from the narrow slit.
Mom, have you noticed something?
They are unrelated, Simone. The mask and the incantation are indeed related to Manus Vindictae, but they are unrelated to each other.
He moves the sealed Manus mask aside.
If the account of the Vienna investigator is correct, one cannot help but question. Why would Arcana not simply give the masks to Isolde and her brother?
Investigator Marx's report was highly lacking, making it challenging for us to infer what truly happened.
I suppose we can be skeptical that the report is incomplete, but it is all we have for now. She did a good job. I could not have asked for more. We all heard it. An ancient miracle, a circle of salvation.
The robot extends her hand, drawing an imaginary circle in the air.
The leader of Manus Vindictae promised a miracle, but the mask is far from it. The mask is a tool of control, designed to identify and enslave the believers. Matthew has demonstrated its effects for us. But this ritual is different.
Do you mean the ritual is more sophisticated than the mask?
The robot nods approvingly.
Perhaps, but it is not entirely definitive. The investigators in Vienna completed their mission spectacularly, and now Matthew has proven that the mask is useless for our purposes. Its immunity was only a cover for its other functions. And the mask has powerful and irreversible side effects. Even if we find out how it protects the wearer from the storm, we cannot use it on our colleagues.
She picks up the script.
If this incantation is verified to be true, it will be our Promethean fire.
This ritual is useless to us. Save yourself this trouble. We're not getting anywhere with this.
What?
The room is cluttered with all sorts of sophisticated equipment. The floor is littered with scrap paper. The researchers haven't lifted their heads or taken a break for quite some time. The cryptography lead stares at Enigma, a fresh cup of coffee in his hand. His patience is wearing thin as the metaphorically string-labeled tolerance in his mind is finally about to snap.
Explain yourself, Adler. What do you mean the ritual is useless? You barely sat down. My coffee's still hot.
The cryptographer solemnly hands the lead, a stack of paper from his desk.
I don't need to waste any more time. It's simple logic. The current information is insufficient for cryptographic decryption. We're attempting an exhaustive brute force comparing every ancient text and record to find the language or corresponding text. It's like looking for a needle in a colossal haystack. Even if we stumble onto a match, none of us can validate such a thing. A breakthrough in this regard is simply not possible.
can't be serious.
Across the room, a man stands up abruptly from his chair, clenching a pen in his hand.
And what is the basis of your reasoning? Have you figured out the mechanics behind the ritual?
I didn't need to understand the intricacies of Arcanum to deduce this. It was simple logic.
So you never even tried to understand it. With your supposedly superior human reasoning, you dismissed all of our dedication and hard work just like that. Who the f do you think you are?
Before anyone can react, the researcher lunges to Enigma and punches him right into the face.
What?
Enigma brings a hand up to his cheek, looking more confused than angry.
Matthew was right. You arrogant fools, clueless morons! Get out of my face, you humanocentric narcissist! Go to hell!
The researcher snarls, brandishing his pen like a soldier brandishing a dagger. Much to his frustration, his swing lost his power mid-air. Another casualty of the neck and shoulder pain that plagues this office. Enigma narrowly avoids the attack, bewildered by the turn of events.
Was this really necessary? I was just shouting my conclusion.
Oh, it was the mask. I should have thought of that. He worked in the same lab as Matthew, and he must have been exposed to the mask.
But his physical exam seemed fine. Is there an incubation period?
Does he seem fine to you now? Huh? No! Williams! Put that down! That's the only Conway Automaton 5 left after the storm.
No! He is met with a casual growl, followed by the deafening crash of metal against the wall. The machine whistles past his head and shatters to pieces on impact. The cryptography lead can feel his sanity tearing on the brink. He staggers towards the door, frantically smacking the big red button on the wall.
Security! Security! We've got a code red!
Get the man!
Anyone offer your seat to the seniors?
It is easier as expected.
It's happening.
Take it easy. Handle it gently. Flying handbag for only 3,000 Fibonacci's. Try for free. Try for free. Take it easy. My child, here's something fun for you.
It's happening.
These things
Handle it gently.
Everything has its cause and effect. Tried it? Seeing your struggle written in the stars.
So, what are the implications for the decryption?
There were no unintended consequences. We were able to control Williams in time, and the Conway Automaton 5 he destroyed wasn't useful to our work anyway.
I am glad you kept the damages to a minimum.
Lucy turns off the screen in front of her and turns around.
Since you are still here, Mr. Ulrich, I take it as a sign that you have more to report?
In a secluded area of the hallway, an emotionally charged complaint is about to take place. The cryptography reader he tries to keep his voice low, looking completely disheveled from the turmoil he has just endured.
Williams was merely an accident, ma'am, but Adler is a loose cannon on the team. We need to talk about this. With all due respect, I still don't understand why you put him on the team. He may have made his contributions to Laplace, but that was 8 years ago. Now he's just an irritating defeatist and a staunch supporter of humanocentrism.
Every particle of ferrofluid in his helmet is vibrating with rage, his voice rising involuntarily.
He never understood the Arcanum, or tried. He's still stuck in the time before the first storm and refuses to acknowledge that his small, beautiful world is gone. How can someone like that help us?
The robot senses doubt and frustration. There may be more sentiment and underlying issues at play. She pauses for a moment before answering, as if deep in thought.
I understand your concern, but I have not heard anything about the incapacitation of Adler Hoffman.
What? He got a few scratches at most. The guy barely touched him.
So he is fine. I am glad we agree. Is there anything else you would like to report?
The robot waits 5 seconds for an answer. There isn't one. This must be the social cue that is her turn to speak.
His lack of knowledge on Arcanum is exactly why we need him. His human perspective will offer valuable insights on arcane rituals. The results of this study will not only be used to save Arcanists, but also humans who share the same world with us.
The cryptography lead tries to argue further, but Lucy is certain the issue has been sufficiently addressed.
We are racing against the clock, mister, and your report on personal disputes and racial conflicts has wasted 2 minutes and 37 seconds of our time. If he refuses to cooperate, you have every right to remove him from the team. That is your responsibility. Oh.
From the other end of the corridor, the subject of their argument approaches, looking deeply upset and clutching a stack of papers. Clearly, he has heard every word they just said.
I am relieved that you survived your altercation. What would you like to report?
Their eyes met, making both of them squirm uncomfortably. This is undoubtedly one of the most awkward moments in both of their careers. After a prolonged silence, Ulrich steps back and walks away. Without even looking back at him, Enigma begins his report in a low voice.
I'm fed up with wasting time, ma'am. The setback with the mask has already driven too many people insane. That's why you should take a look at this.
He hands the stack of files to Lucy.
I can logically deduce that our current direction is another dead end. The incantation isn't long enough for cryptographic decryption. We will have to turn to ancient records. Perhaps we'll find something in age-old manuscripts, in tablet inscriptions, or in the memories of powerful arcanists. But even if we find it, we can't validate it because none of us can cast the skill.
The robot remains silent during his pessimistic remark, flipping through each page of the file.
Low-ranking arcanists can't cast high-ranking skills, even if they know the exact pronunciation and meaning of the incantation. Gnosis is beyond reason like that and cannot be debated. It stems from raw intuition rather than logic and intellect, is shaped by personal experience and natural abilities, and cannot be intentionally replicated. And the most determining factor, it relies on the arcanist's purity of blood. The miracle ritual you hold such hopes for belongs to the leader of Manus Vindictae, a pure-blooded arcanist whose power is beyond our imagination. It's like asking a toddler to solve Goldbach's conjecture. It's completely beyond the boundaries of our limits.
But you are not an arcanist. Why should you play by their rules?
The man is taken aback by her question. It's something he never considered before.
You are right. Arcanists differ due to their purity of blood. Researcher Medicine Pocket has already reported the linear correlation between the bloodline of an arcanist and their abilities, and has drawn a conclusion 10 times more extreme.
Then you should listen. That's their area of expertise.
Her neck moves suddenly, almost like shaking her head.
We know that our cryptographers do not have the power to validate the ritual. And we do not expect you to do that. All I ask of you is to come up with a feasible plan and to do it as a team.
Enigma turns away, repulsed at the moment of team. Lucy finishes reading the report and hands it back to him.
Your deduction is logical, but not practical or actionable. So I should return this to you.
What?
The glow in her eyes is strangely reassuring, almost like a smile. She looks out of the window.
Your logic is impressive, Adler, but do not let it limit your thinking. You spoke of the boundaries of arcane power, but logic has its limits too, no? Knowledge can be obtained through various means, such as intuition, logical reasoning, empirical observations, and teachings from others. Your team is not the only one cracking the ritual through their own means. If you fail, we will turn to the others, and if that approach is wrong, we will try another. If no solution is found before the storm, we will simply wait for the next one. What matters is we keep moving forward, no matter the cost. We must keep to the path, or we will be swept away like dust in the rain.
For once, the researcher does not argue. He whispers as if talking to himself.
If one team fails, you can still turn to the others. Warum denn?
And why?
Warum musste es Greta
Why did it
sein?
have to be Greta?
What?
Forget it. Just a bitter, irrational thought. This marks the end of my efforts. Hopefully, the others will bring you the needed breakthroughs.
The man walks away in anger. But after only a few steps, a question comes to mind.
You've been waiting here for a while. Are you expecting someone? You aren't the type to waste time listening to us whine, so there must be something here worthy of your attention. Is someone close to a breakthrough?
Nothing of the sort. I am recharging. We have a public power outlet here.
Question, what percentage are you when you're like about to charge? She moves her joints as if standing for too long has stiffened her body.
But I am indeed waiting. The doves of the Whitestone House are here.
The sound of flapping wings filled the air. The researcher is astonished as the creature, with a texture similar to plaster, perches on her metal finger.
Good. Someone closer to the limit has given us aid.
Soul immunity decryption progress. Investigator Marcus, originally from Romania and conversant in several languages, including German and English, has determined that the pronunciation of the spell does not belong to any language she knows, and has therefore provided the spell as a phonetic transcription. Suggestion from Adler, a tuna cycle. I'll select it later. All incorrect. Missing critical information. Rare language. Dead language.
Be ever so careful, dear. The fiery thirst for knowledge is blazing bright within you. Be careful not to put it out. Once, many fire thieves sat here, sipping coffee, as they tried to decipher the best angle to hold up their reeds to jam the burning wheel of Helios and steal his flame. The gods are selfish. They're stingy with their might.
Shouldn't the gods be more generous? Some will receive it. First come, first serve. The gods be more generous.
That's easy to say when the power's not yours to give. Knowing how to share is a rare virtue.
knowing how to share knowledge is a rarer virtue still. How can we transfer our wisdom into mortal minds? The gods pondered. Can inspiration be duplicated from one brain to another? It comes and goes like a gust of wind. So, what can be done?
Sounds like a twist to the story is coming.
Not yet, darling. We've only finished the prologue. However, there is a but waiting down the road. Sudden rain dampened people's enthusiasm for the future. The floppy disks and many clever minds perished in it. Some of the fire thieves grieved the loss. They screamed and swore to retrieve what was lost. What about the rest of them? They returned to primitive chaos, like coelacanths crawling back into the ocean after thousands of years of evolution. Once again, they became the protégés of Arcanum. Perhaps they made the right choice by leaving that useless science behind. Who knows? The story of the Fire Thieves has only gone this far, darling. At this point, no one knows what will happen to Prometheus or what's inside Pandora's box.
Ooh. The fact that Prometheus and inside of Pandora's box is somewhat related has to be, of course, the starting of Pandora's box and Prometheus, of course, the bringer of fire to the humans. And everything falls down. Whoa! Maze at the Minotaur. Hold up. Okay. Lilia, Apple, okay. It's the rest. You don't see Vertin. Or 37 for that matter.
Any news from Zeno?
They are moving as planned. The deployment will be complete within 2 hours. What about Arcana?
Same old, standing still on the rock as if she's a part of it. Soaking up the salt in the wind, I guess.
Senator fiddles with the communication device, making sure Lilia's voice is loud and clear. Now Rectus can hear the exchange with perfect clarity.
She's found herself a good spot, overlooking all of us from up there. The center of the island where the number of people are heading, the entrance to the cave where Vertin and 37 are going, and the beaches in the storm. Nothing escapes her sight.
Impressive! Maybe she's planning her escape.
Is she also going to swim? Huh. It seems like we're in for a swimming competition. Speaking of which, it would be nice if those tortoise slowpokes could swim a little faster.
She hangs up and resumes surveillance of the target. The next 2 hours are critical. The islanders are busy with the cleansing ceremony, while the outsiders are preparing for their departure.
Look, Sinetto, I understand your plan now. But I still can't shake off a bad feeling about all this.
Don't worry, Regulus. We have gone over this many times. The margin of error should be below 0.00025%. I'm confident that it will work.
I know. Spare me with the numbers. I know I can rely on you.
She waves her hand quickly, as if swatting away the numbers like flies.
I'm still worried about Vertin. Will she make it back in 2 hours? If she doesn't come back in time, who's going to take charge and guide us? We'll have to steer our own course, won't we?
Yes.
Senator nods.
Laplace is gathering every piece of information they can find on the storm. The discovery of the asymmetrical nuclide R was already a remarkable breakthrough. It would help the immunity research a lot if the timekeeper could find something useful in that cave.
Pirate is not satisfied with the answer. Evidently, she has a strong opinion on the matter.
I don't think she's going to have a lovely time there, judging by what happened to me last time.
Having spent the longest time there, she undoubtedly the most qualified to comment on the subject.
Is it just me, or do you also find this a bit fishy? The dangers aside, using an answer as a reward? What? Is this deity some sort of answering machine?
In fact, Apeiron is a philosophical concept introduced by the ancient Greek philosopher Anaximander, which means the origin of everything. It is the physical manifestation of the boundless, the indeterminate, and the infinite. Everything arises from it and returns to it. But it appears to serve a more practical purpose for the believers on this island.
Miss Marta told me about this. There are limits to the knowledge one can acquire, even when using numbers, which are considered closest to the essence. But Apeiron is a boundless, limitless existence. If we wish to seek knowledge beyond our own limitations, we must turn to it for help.
She faithfully recites what she learned from the teachings of Apeiron. Apple adjusts his bow tie gratefully for her contribution.
To the best of this Apple's recollection, the more ancient, abstract, and intangible an entity is, the more likely it possesses arcane powers beyond our fathom. By communing with the supreme existences through sympathetic magic, worshippers could gain the guidance of their transcendental gnosis. They would, of course, exact a price from the worshippers as well.
Price?
Just hearing the word makes her heart sink.
Could you be more specific on that, Mr. Apple? What's the price? Lives or something else?
Leto.
Vertin! Jump over here!
Oh!
Very good! Now you are on number 1! And you should jump to 7! This is a 4x4 magic square. You just need to make sure every 4 steps you take adds up to 34.
Howling wind fills the air. The unstable footing is the only solid thing they can rely on. The path into the cave is completely different than before. Transparent stairs are gone, as are the swirling golden lines in the air. Now only cold rock walls surround them. and numbered bricks lie beneath their feet. It's a game of hopscotch unlike any other.
I don't understand, 37. This place was different the last time we were here.
It has changed because the test has begun. The path to new knowledge is always harder than verifying a known result. Don't worry. This is like a labyrinth with a minotaur. There is always a way to the center.
But weren't those labyrinth walkers offerings to the Minotaur?
Unfortunately, she doesn't seem to care or be concerned at all.
Now we're going to solve the magic square. 13. The next number is 10.
The world falls around them. A space is revealed. As the magic square is dissolved, the maze shifts once more.
Oh no! It turned into a magic circle. We have to calculate again. This one's easy. The sum of the numbers on each circle should be equal to the sum of the numbers on its diameter plus the number in the middle. We're just going from a square to a circle. It's not that difficult. You are now on 32. We need to find 17 or 21.
Completely absorbed in solving the puzzle, she doesn't notice what's coming behind her. A geometric figure with the number 21 hurtles towards her. For a moment, she thought she had a chuckle.
Careful, 37. The numbers are coming to life. We need to put them back in place.
Oh, shoot. So... oh my god. I need a beast and a plant.
Let's go where trees and grass grow.
It's an honor to meet you. What?
Oh shit.
Are you making fun of my name?
White Shadow.
This trial is mine to judge.
3 times 7 equals 21.
What? Are you making fun of my name?
White shell. Pins are like fallings.
Ah! It deflected my arcane skill! Burton, it's no use attacking 21. Just focus on 9 and 33 instead. Start with the number that has the largest absolute value. 33.
Oh.
I can hear it.
Good timing.
Advice from the forest.
No need to look back. Good timing. No need to look back. The rest of the woods are watching you.
A tooth for a tooth.
It is here.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay the sacrifice of wounds.
The law is above all else.
Oh wait, the numbers are gone. What does that mean?
An eye for an eye.
I can hear it.
A tooth for a tooth, noble or lowly. Sin shall be punished.
Lasciando perdere.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
An eye for a tooth for a tooth.
It is here.
Feel it pain and know with regret. Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Oh, please don't kill. Damn it. It's okay, we have Star.
I thought it was an academic.
Good timing. Advice from the forest. Penetrate.
I can hear it.
Penetrate.
Using troops?
The ground ceases to shake and everything comes to a standstill once again. The numbers have returned to their original position. 37 breezes past them with a cheerful smile, making a beeline for the exit.
Like I said, it's not that big of a deal. Hmm?
She stops. Before the gate stands a familiar figure.
I thought the next question would be the Ford Circle, the Monster Group, or Hilbert's Infinite Grand Hotel. I never thought it would be Six. Hello,
What?
Six? Are you the real thing?
Yes, I'm the real Six.
I wouldn't be so sure. When it comes to the essence, we are all shadows cast on a wall by a flickering fire. How do you know you're the real Six?
Ooh, that was too much to take in. Even 37 can't help but step back.
Did you just smile? Now I very much doubt that you're real.
I didn't. And I am the true Six. This gate has always been guarded by a Six.
The leader reverts back to a blank expression. 37 doesn't seem too thrilled to see her friend here.
I have a bad feeling about this. I think the question we're about to answer will be very simple. It's just a formality, isn't it? You'll ask a question and let us through. I've seen you do that on other tests before.
Formality is also important.
No, only the essence is important. Only the forms are important.
Dix shakes his head, showing no inclination to continue the debate.
This is a question about the essence and forms, 37. Please pay heed to it. As for Miss Vertin, we only expect you to lend a patient ear.
Very well.
37 looks at Six with determination, the same look she had when she faced that challenge in the game of Cutaballs. She's confident that she can solve any problem that comes her way.
37. If your pursuit of truth were to lead to the destruction of your faith and beliefs, would you still keep going?
What?
She exclaims involuntarily.
What kind of question is that?
Okay. Oracles at Delphi. People don't disbelieve vaccines. They just think they're the exception. The reason that I talk so much is I just wanted
Will be the destruction of my beliefs.
I want to hear the story, I don't want to disturb it. And plus I'm too engrossed to just make my own thoughts on this. But here, if my pursuit of truth will be the destruction of my beliefs, I think it would. Even if I found the truth and it destroys my beliefs, I think it's fair to say that to accept the truth, even if it shatters your own beliefs, you have to accept it. She shakes her head repeatedly, looking more perplexed than when she checked the Manus followers' math homework.
I came for the truth, and my faith is the truth. Why would the truth be destroyed by the truth? If it's because I did the calculation wrong, I'll go back and do it again. And next time, I will do better.
An answer without hesitation, causing the gatekeeper to pause for an extra moment of silence. You don't need to, you just have to accept it. You can keep your beliefs, but you have to accept the truth. Even if your beliefs were destroyed.
What if the essence of truth is there is no truth?
Isn't that also a form of the truth? Its non-existence is an answer in itself, is it not? You're speaking like 210. Are you really 6?
37 has clearly run out of patience with the sophistry. She stares at 6 in annoyance, trying to detect any sign on his face that he might be playing a joke on her.
I should be more specific. You may see it as another allegory. A gate stands before you. Open it, and you will find the truth you seek. But at the same time, the world as you know it will crumble. Will you still open it?
The 7 blinks. This time her answer is even more clear and resolute.
Yes. If my world changes because the truth is revealed, doesn't that mean my previous understanding was wrong and should be corrected? If what's behind the gate is really the truth, why would I give up the truth for falsehood?
I see. You've passed. As a reward, I will bestow upon you this sacred ritual. It will bridge the gap between you and the Supreme Existence during communion.
A gilded scroll is presented to her, but the winner only furrows her brows even harder.
Was that it? You didn't even ask a question that posed a real challenge. See, Vertin, I knew this was just a formality. Vertin?
No, 37. I think this question...
37.
6 integers.
There are some words I'd like to share with you. Not as 6, but myself, who used to live under the name Atticus.
Hold up. I want to see this name. Hold up. Okay, since this is like Greek, I'm going to like Greek related to the name Atticus. And it says here, full name is Herodes Atticus, a Greek of Athenian descent. Half sister of the statesman Simon and daughter of Miltiades. Claim lineage from a series of mythic Greek kings, Theseus, Cecrops, and Erechos, as well as the god Zeus. What does Attis mean in Greek? Okay. Attica being that region of Greece at which Athens is center. It's a center. Try to search shit more time. Okay, was an Athenian rhetorician as well as a Roman senator, a great philanthropic magnate. If anyone has like more information than that, 6, because we already know the whole perfect prime, and I want to see if it's connected to Atticus.
We know the story of Socrates' life, how truth and politics are at odds with each other. Either be wise, uninvolved and look on, or be practical, involved and suffer. I hope you will remember your answer when the defining moment comes for you.
He leaves. The game has been a disappointment. Dyson frowns in frustration, but she keeps a tight grip on the scroll. The gate in the center of the circle has swung open, but the path ahead is still shrouded in mist.
We should go, Vertin. There's a long way ahead. I hope the next question will be more fun.
Oh, little. Because it's in face.
It's an honor to meet you. Yes! 73! A good number. It's the 8th twin prime, the 8th lucky prime. And the same combination as 37. But sadly, you're the 21st prime number, which makes you less than perfect. Vertin, let's start
with 73, because it has the largest absolute value.
Nice choice, Vertin. You are a quick learner. I can hear that.
Good for you.
Tu peux la détruire,
Feel it change now with regret. A tooth for a tooth. Feel it pain and know with regret.
No need to look back.
It is here.
The reticent works are watching you.
Mon officier n'est pas le capitaine.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay the sacrifice of youth.
It is here for a tragedy. Soffocare sangue! Soffocare sangue!
Good planning.
An eye for an eye.
Frost you the armor of the forest. Frost you the armor of the forest.
The law is above all else. A tooth for a tooth. Feel it pain and know with regret.
Nothing I haven't expected so far. Just like what Mom told me. They're just games, like skipping rocks, katabos, and hopscotch. I've always been good at games. Look, there's the gate, Vertin. We're almost at the end.
Vertin claps her hand with satisfaction, having solved yet another obstacle. But her companion is much more pensive.
What's the matter, Vertin? You've been quiet since we met 6. But you're number 0, not 6. You have no common factor with him.
No. I'm only thinking... What's the question you're going to ask? We've only got one chance.
The most important question of all, of course.
About the essence of the emanation, right?
It was not a hard guess. The islanders devote their lives to the study and service of the essence. Nothing is more important than this question. The essence reveals the ultimate truth that underlies all existence. Everything else is just fragments of the phenomenal world. It might not directly solve the issue of the storm immunity, but knowing its nature will certainly help with that aspect. And it's the key to solving not just one problem, but many others.
Well, the essence of it is important. But one day, we will eventually come to understand it. Even if we leave it alone for now, it will still be there. Yes?
I think so.
She seems to have something else in mind.
I can't stop thinking about Regulus. Despite being so close to the answer, she turned back in the cave, determined to earn the answer rather than receive it on a silver platter. It's like covering your ears in front of the oracles at Delphi. How typical of an irrational number. But she was also right, wasn't she? None of the precepts forbids one from doing so. People like her may fall behind or get distracted along the way, learning at a slower pace. But in the end, we will all converge. It doesn't matter if some arrive sooner than others.
So, are you going to ask something else?
This time, she nods.
Yes, I have come up with a better question. A question that will solve all our problems once and for all, and free everyone from the emanation.
What is it?
It's not as profound as my first question, but it's an equally good one.
I see. I will stop here then.
Huh?
She turns around, eyes wide with surprise.
Vertin, are you turning back like Regulus? But you're a zero. You're not an irrational.
No, I won't go far. I will wait for you here. This is your gate to open. It is your question, your answer. I will stay here and watch over you. If you encounter any danger in there, I will come to your aid at once.
But don't you also have a question to ask Aperon? Aren't your doubts unresolved?
No, I don't need to ask anymore. The question you're going to ask, the one that will free us all from the emanation, is exactly the question I want to ask, 37.
37 tilts her head curiously, but her confusion soon fades. She quickly understands, as she does with most things in life.
I see. So you're choosing to be the one who looks on, like the third kind of men in the Olympic Games. A choice of insight, most appropriate for the number 0.
Without further hesitation, she turns and steps into the final gate.
In that case, I will see you later then, Vertin.
See you soon, 37.
See ya. Put the suitcase down and breathe. Be ready for anything.
Will this really be the collapse of her world as she knew it? Like Six said, if that happens, I'll be here to hold the umbrella for her.
Stuck. Damn it. Ugh. Holy fuck. This seems to be okay. Does it say how many? This one. checklist. 7. What? These login days. 26. We're at like what? 7? 9. Jesus Christ. I still have time anyways. Okay. 11. This is Lucy's, right? Yeah. When the bricks crumble amidst the sound of hurried footsteps, the heartbeat of energy, orderly and rhythmic, she still gazes at the distant fire, that illuminates everything, and within that fire is the leader to tomorrow. I want my Unilog. Beautiful. And also, what in heaven's saints? Vereinsamt. A magnetic medium with a recorded memory then has been added to the mood. What? Colors in the darkness, a touch from 1,000 miles away, and a fragrance that can be savored. How tasty can always be found here. So close. Spend 2 billion cons.
I have to say, Star's criers are all admirable.
Okay, I'll be like taking a break for a bit. My throat is fucked. And I guess I'll exit the game for now. But we continue this next stream whenever I do. So, hold up. Oh god. Hello, Miss Civilized. Loud, you fuck.
Welcome. You appear to have come in a hurry, so there must be an emergency. Am I right?
Oh, I'm citing you real quick. Hold on. Navigate. Dimension. Jesus Christ. Infected's work exhibited in 1990s for 19 years. Completed in summer on the 19th of August. Initially exhibits as country within the Republic of Hungary, and later moved to the St. Pavlov Foundation. Hold up. Wanna see your greeting voice first encounter?
Hello, Timekeeper. I've long heard of your stories. Hopefully my visit won't trouble you too much. But perhaps for you, this isn't much trouble.
Alright, now I want to just end myself. I was gonna do like a quick rundown on our materials, and we'll be taking a break. I'll be going on a break for a bit. We'll be continuing streaming. So, yeah.
try.
Dumpling! Uh-oh! A little trick.
Alright, the party's over. Thank you for cleaning up the room and washing those mugs and glasses. I have enough. Alright, I'll give it a try. Hey,
Uh-oh! Right wind! Shit! Right wind! A little trick.
Swallow my thought.
Using troops?
One more round.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
A little trick. Right wind! Dumpling! A little trick.
Swallow my thought.
Red 38 is about to return.
Civilized.
I have to say, stars cry.
Wait.
I thank you for your generosity. Now, what do you want from me?
Inheritance bloodthirst. Oh, damn. I need this shit. I need 5 more. I'll upgrade it to Insight 2 for now. I want to see your luck. Wait, what the hell? Oh, wait. Okay. I want to go to Crossing Wilderness. I have enough! Let's go, people! We're here! Fuck, right! Or there's gonna be shit. Oh, I should... Okay, for the upcoming characters, I should also grind some more of... So I will sharp Dante's and... Dust. Forgotten the shit swinging for a sec. Okay. Let's go. Come on. Give it to me. Once the stone is fully bonded in the wilderness, I'll put in Semmelweis. Oh my god!
I'm back finally. My wish has come true. I sincerely hope that one day, your wishes will come true too.
Thank you, Miss Semmelweis. Ah! The bonds of form and shadows have been casted here. Here lies emptiness. Oh god.
Departing at dawn,
I think I'm gonna
within
change.
half an hour after
Oh
the first
god.
beam of sunlight appears in the sky.
But I feel like once I have Kakaya, I'll switch it. And once I have Mercuria, I'll switch. This is gonna be a whole switching shit. Okay, 37. So what? Ah! Pop! Pop it, come on. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. Switch. God damn it. Let's move to here. Get it! Oh my god! Oh. So this is achievements. Good health. But I would also love Madame Lucy's psyche. Ah!
Thankfully, my body hasn't become rigid and cold like that of a real vampire.